Okay, so on today's episode of the podcast, honestly, I don't even know what to call you. My mortal enemy,
Sure.
Kevin, is on the show today.
Sure.
Kevin Christy.
You will view this as a mistake after the fact.
No, trust me. I'm already bummed. So I
Good name for the podcast.
It's so
already bummed?
Super bummed. I feel like we all feel pressure to talk about what's happening, but anything that's actually happening, you might not even see in your algorithm for months, weeks. You might just miss it.
Yeah, you may fully not see the new virus and it's gone. You could have totally missed it.
No, I think I'm addressing something everyone's talking about and people are like, why did you tell me that?
Yeah, like I could have got through this weekend without Ebola coming back.
I could have slid through without the rat feces virus.
Yeah.
Like now I have it.
I've decided I was interested in figuring out or hearing what currently lives in your brain that isn't being fed to you by your phone.
Ooh, that's like saying, like, can I check out your basement?
Yeah.
Like, that is a crazy, that's like, can I just, it's the opposite of it. Used to be like, let me see your Google searches. Like my dream would be to go on your computer and look at your Google searches. But now I'm like, what are your actual thoughts that aren't on, like basically decided by your algorithm?
So take a deep breath. That was so criminal. If that's your deep breath.
Yeah.
Call the cops.
You know that I worked with a woman who helped me learn to breathe, and she put little weights on my chest, and I just take little tiny breath. I never notice that I'm talking. I'm not inhaling or exhaling right now. You know that I don't breathe. Like I don't.
Have you ever tried to? How long can you hold your breath for? A long time?
I don't know. Ask the couple people who tried to bury me alive as a child. No, I don't know. But when I talk, I don't inhale or exhale. It's
circular breathing.
Well, do you want to get sad? I don't want to be sad real quick. No, she told me, she was like, you breathe like as a kid, you learn to breathe like to hide.
Oh, yeah. To stay quiet.
Yeah. To be hiding.
Quiet breathing.
Yeah. I spent my nights hiding.
Try to take a deep breath,
child.
maybe so we can just hear the whistle.
Okay, but I don't understand what was wrong with the one before.
It wasn't deep.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's
at least 3 seconds.
I'm dizzy. That's the most oxygen.
This is what, in my mind, this is what a deep breath is.
This is, by the way, this is how Bill Cosby drugged his. It started this way. It started shaming. That's how much you drink? Only that much? You only drink those little sips. Let me see a big gulp.
That's why Pat's here. Because when a man tells a woman, okay, I'm going to help you relax, that is like should be a misdemeanor.
So are you here to tell me to calm down and relax? No. Hold on. If I do take a really deep breath, I will feel like I'm high.
You'll get lightheaded?
Yeah. Well, I guess part of the reason I have like a little bit of mania is that I'm in a constant state of adrenaline. And this would require deactivating my amygdala and like vagus nerve. So, well, remember when I had costochondritis? I had that infection in my chest.
Made up names for made up problems.
By the way, new money healthcare.
Yeah.
I had just gotten healthcare.
Or you got flactinitis.
And they told me I had 55 like infections in and it's like, oh, this is just kind of everyone's default state.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I go.
That was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What's a thing you've been thinking about lately that just keeps little bit popping into your head? That is just like a theme or like a thing you're like little bit fascinated by that you're like, oh, I'll think about that more later.
I spend so much time being like, is that person mad at me? Like Neil Brennan did, this was like, I don't know, like 5 years ago. He just did just a random video. It's so out of character for him. He just did a little song on his Instagram. He goes, nobody's mad at you. Nobody's mad at you. Nobody gives a
When I was just getting out of a relationship, he texted me, nobody's mad at you anymore.
Plenty of people think they're mad at me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But they're mad at some version of me that I wasn't even there for.
Have you seen that Tom Holland quote? And he got it from someone else. I don't remember who he got it from, but he said, if you're mad at me, text me. And if you don't have my number, we don't know each other well enough for you to be mad at me.
Correct. And it's the same way that I'm like mad at hookahs. Like
the shoe or the pipe?
The shoe.
Oh, hookahs.
I don't have enough. Okay. That's part of the reason I'm so mad at them. Every time I try to talk about them,
No one says hookahs.
then I get shamed.
For mispronouncing the name?
Hoka. But is it 2 O's or 1?
1.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hoka's, I'm like mad at them because I'm not taking on a new shoe brand at the moment.
Oh.
So I have to just be mad at them.
But they're so squishy.
Yeah, but also there's no tread on the bottom of these, or at least the ones that I wore. I'm judging hookahs based on the one pair I wore one time 3 years ago, and I just have not updated my software. So when someone's like, I'm like, oh, maybe this person's mad at me. I'm like, well, they don't have time to update their software on me. I don't even update my phone on the Apple software, which takes 4 minutes and would improve my life dramatically. Why does someone owe me updating their software on me? But here's who I am now.
I do this with celebrities where I decide I hate a celebrity 5 years ago, and then recently, I'm not gonna say the celebrity's name, but I was like, why do I hate that guy? He did. And Marcel was like,
John Cho.
Marcel was like, yeah, I don't know why you hate that guy. You guys are super similar. I was like, maybe that's why.
I'm obsessed with, do I still believe that? I'm obsessed with a couple like immature assumptions I made 10 years ago. I might even have been right at the time or with the information I had, who cares? But just going like, hold on. Why have I decided that that's my take on this thing forever? It's like,
you may be living in like death of your ego zone where you're just like, why did I set up this apparatus of reactions to life and I don't need that protection anymore?
I had such bad taste in men at that time.
And clothes, I was there.
What are the odds I had good taste in tapes?
Keeping bell bottoms alive by yourself. Do you guys make these in flares? We used to, but no one's asked in a while.
If you guys don't think that it is weird to accentuate your calves at all times, there's something wrong with your brain. Like, I believe no one should have to look at my shrink-wrapped calves while I'm just traversing the world. I'm like, you'll see those if you sign up for it. You'll see those ankle knuckle veins when we're together.
That's how you know sneaker culture died, because skinny jeans went away.
Also, you know why someone wears bell bottoms, right?
They got big feet.
That.
Yeah.
But also, if your socks never match, you gotta hide this, like hiding the ankle area in general, because you have to have the right low cut sock to go with a certain cool shoe. But the skinny jeans sock shoe ratio, the Neapolitan of the lower leg, an iota off.
Yeah.
And it's like an impression.
Yeah.
If I can't close my eyes and I think the person's there, it's terrible.
It's terrible, yeah.
I thought the epitome of fancy was like bell bottoms. Like, I was like, because bell bottoms are luxury. It gets caught on, it's not a work pant. It's not a working pant. Like I associate skinny jeans with like, you're riding a horse, you're doing chores, and then it's like the skirt of it's like a skirt for your lower leg. Well, it's glamorous.
Skinny jeans also were because a kind of skinny dude got cool in 2001.
I also was such a blank slate of a person as a kid. And this is something I've been getting obsessed with. Like, what made an indelible imprint on you or programmed you that you're just starting to realize impacted you so deeply? Mm-hmm. There were certain movies or certain whatever, like Dazed and Confused, like left a mark in a way that I am still unpacking.
Yeah.
And Mila Jovovich in that movie.
Oh, dude.
I was like, I want to be that, with a little of the Parker Posey. I liked her. She was supposed to be the villain, and I was like, she's awesome.
Oh, Parker Posey is amazing in that movie.
Fry like bacon, you little bitch. Like, I was like, she's cool. I don't know, like, who's the villain in this movie? It was Ben Affleck.
That wasn't the accuracy of that high school movie is off the charts.
But I think that I decided that I was going to try to offset my clearly very type A, impossible to hide, ambitious, obsessive personality by looking effortless.
Yeah.
Like I thought like, oh, like she looks so effortless. Like,
Yeah.
and so I was like bell bottoms. Like I had like a shirt that had like a butterfly on it that I wore all the time. Being like, what, who, I don't care if I make it. Like if I make it, I make it. Like the universe is going to do what it's going to do. Like, I think I tried to like offset my personality by looking easygoing.
You're probably the last age group where ambition was still really on.
Interesting.
Like I think about like it was severely uncool growing up in the 80s to be like, to essentially to be smart.
No, you were bullied if you got an A at school. You were a nerd.
There was a girl in my elementary school named Sarah who was nice, pretty, and very smart, but someone just decided she was stuck up because she got really good grades and it was over for her.
I agree, but also I feel like there's just new words for it. It's not like you're a loser or you're a four eyes or now it's like you're cringe. Like, I feel like sometimes it's like you're a cringe, you're a pick me.
Yeah,
you're
cringe,
a pick me and a try hard. I'm like, yeah, no, I try really hard.
I mean, you know this. We've talked about. Me and Marcel are obsessed with tryhards. That's why we love Anne Hathaway.
They canceled her because she tried too hard and she wanted it too bad.
No, she held up James Franco's corpse for an entire Academy Awards.
Yep. I wrote for that.
And everyone's like, she tried too hard.
Yeah.
No, she made it watchable.
That is just a metaphor for every relationship, for every girl in that time of the guy just got stoned and was like, gave up. And she was like, bah, bah, bah. Just started like pedaling faster, just start like, you know. But then she won an Oscar and she was so excited about it.
God forbid.
What's worse than when someone gets an Oscar like,
God forbid.
Anyway, I'm going to like donate this because we're on borrowed land. And you're like, can you just enjoy prom, please?
Yeah.
Can you just let us live vicariously through, please?
You're allowed to enjoy your achieving your dream.
All right, you guys know that I'm obsessed with OLIPOP. I don't know how many times do I have to tell you? You're making me peddle this product, which benefits you. What's going on? If they haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, do we even want them? Is there a play for exclusivity of if you haven't figured it out by now, if you're not buying something that is both delicious and supporting your digestive health, you missed your window. You know, I don't feel like you have skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's nostalgia mixed with gorgeous cans, something I think I would know a little bit about. It's got high fiber, low sugar, okay? There's new summer flavors, raspberry sherbet, or is it sorbet? We're never gonna know. And I'm fine with that. Blackberry vanilla, blackberry vanilla, raspberry sherbet. It's bright, it's fruity, it's refreshing, and it tastes like summer. But if you haven't added this to cart yet, you're not cool or fun. 30 calories, 6 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar. Blackberry vanilla, it's back from the flavor archives. Because people were harassing this poor company gets emails and letters and people showing up. What other soda has going, bring back that? You think Pepsi has people showing up at their doorstep asking for Pepsi Clear again? I think not. OLIPOP, free can. This is your last chance. And if you can't figure this out, honestly, you shouldn't be able to vote. Any 2 cans of OLIPOP in the store, they are going to pay you back for 1. Works on single cans of any flavor, any retailer. Go to drinkolipop.com/Whitney, OLIPOP. Nope, drinkolipop.com. I shouldn't have. I'm not able to say it anymore because I've said it too many times. Okay, you can only pop a cherry cola once. drinkolipop.com/Whitney. OLIPOP is available in the soda aisle and with chilled beverages at thousands of retailers. The retailers figured it out. The people who know what's good and not figured it out, and you still haven't. Walmart and Target also. You think you make better decisions than them? Okay. You think you know better than Wally World? Get out of here. Do you know there is an online cannabis company that ships federally compliant hemp-derived THC, by the way, legal? Should this whole ad just be like, guys, it's legal. It's legal, we swear. You don't have to buy your cannabis out of a van. Sick of sticking your hand in a dark, spooky mailbox full of silverfish? Sick of buying cannabis from your friend in high school's mom? A lot of people do not realize that products like THC gummies, edibles, pre-rolls, flour, and more, they're still legal to buy online, and Mood makes everything super easy. And you know what they do? They class it up. And I appreciate that. Okay. If you want to ingest cannabis, you shouldn't have to, have some box covered in mushrooms on your desk. Like why is this a box of deep space? And why is there a little message inside saying the earth is flat? Like, can we be adults about this? Everything ships discreetly straight to your door, not like duct tape taped together diaper with your product inside. They work with small, pesticide-free, family-run farms right here in the U.S. And what I like is that Mood has products for different vibes and different moments. Options to help you sleep, help you focus, which you all need, by the way. You all need that one. Help you feel happy and euphoric. Let's not get over our skis here. Even products for intimacy. One standout is their Sleepy Time Advanced Gummies, and beyond gummies, they also have flower pre-rolls, bakery treats, and beverages. The whole point is that you're not just picking something randomly. You can actually shop based on how you want to feel, and everything is backed by a 100-day satisfaction guarantee. Head to mood.com. Use promo code Whitney at checkout to get 20% off your first order. That's 20% off your entire purchase for the first-time buyers at mood.com with code Whitney, and make sure that you use our specific promo code because that is how they track the show. And that is how I decide my mood, frankly. I had some kind of like survival instinct, some Darwinian instinct to go like, make yourself, like neuter yourself. Like, don't be feminine. Don't wear tight clothes. And it wasn't about guys. It was more, I don't want any of the women in the audience to think I'm trying to like flirt with their man.
I think that's just also a very stand-up thing. There's a really delicate balance between, I want to look like I care that I'm up here, but I also don't want to look like I think I'm a star, because we're not supposed to be stars. We're the working class, slightly outside of real show business people.
But I was so debilitatingly insecure in my 20s. Pit in my stomach if my guy's phone buzzed. Like, I was so coming from like cheating and all that kind of stuff, like growing up around it. And I was like, oh, imagine going to a comedy show and there's a girl on stage and you think your guy's like, think she's
into her, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't make eye contact with the guys. I would just look at the girls and just be like, don't worry, I'm in love with someone that doesn't love me back. I mean, I don't want your man.
You only wore a hoodie for 15 years.
The hoodie had some kind.
Oh no, it was the 80s equivalent of the blazer with either a t-shirt or a shirt with no tie.
Women that walk to work at night should not be able to wear hoodies. It's a handle.
We all wore hoodies.
I mean, I wore a ponytail with a hoodie. I was just like...
2001 to 2010, every stand-up in Los Angeles wore nothing but a hoodie.
Ponytail and hoodie. That's like if the person trying to kill you missed your ponytail, they could just grab you by the hoodie.
You got to get from the West Side Brew Co. to Bar One
just
to do
stand-up. Sitting duck.
Hoodie.
That's right. Well, this thing started happening, which I'm very against, the like overpriced, expensive hoodie for men that just got divorced. They go to like John Varvatos and they get like a cashmere hoodie. You don't get to get nicer sweat clothes as you get older.
The James Purse.
You know what? How about this? This is something that I've been thinking about a lot. That is not something you would see on social media, and I have not been. Is this aggressive casualization of society? Like, I'm sort of, since the more things feel like out of control and informal, the more I kind of crave symbolic formality of like, yeah, you're gonna wear a jacket.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, put my hair back.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of craving dress your age. And I know that sounds ageist.
I firmly believe society in our country started to crumble when sweatpants became clothes.
Dude.
Because when I was in high school, if you saw a dude wearing sweatpants to school, you knew that kid's life was
there's something about it that's like also subconscious. Like, I can't rely on you. Yeah, because we also came from a time where you got shanked at school. Yeah. Like a stretchy waistband means like you could get assaulted.
Gonna get pants. No. If you wore sweatpants, you got pants.
You were on limits.
They're like, we're going to pull that guy's pants down in front of everyone.
I get panicked about it. I want to see a zipper. I want to see, because to me, I think the way that we scan now is like, if there's a fire, I'm trying to not curse. If shit hits the fan, who am I following? Like Starbucks, Who am I following? And I'm just like, my brain just goes like, liability, alpha. Like, am I going to have to carry you when there's a problem?
Yeah.
Why do you get to be this comfortable? I've had a wedgie for 22 years.
Yeah. Societal standards are basically a level of uncomfortability we've all agreed upon.
I just feel like there's something to be said for voluntary discomfort. I'm not saying do an ice bath. Don't do it. Don't ever do that. We're not doing that. Okay.
It's bad for your genitals.
I grew up poor. You're not going to make me poor again. Dude, I ice bathed my whole childhood. You're not putting me back in an ice bath. I'm so glad you had heated water growing up and now you need to fight your inflammation. I'm not doing this, okay? This is so like male podcasters can like show off their abs and be like, it's medicine. Like just, you can do it now. Hold on. Just dead serious. Can you go into an ice bath without a camera on you? I don't know. Is that part of it?
We haven't seen this.
It has to be filmed.
The numbers aren't back.
If a man does an ice bath in the forest alone, did it happen?
Well, he used to die. That was the
thing. Can it be off camera? Yeah. So
that's what got my dad.
I started listening to this podcast.
Sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
Okay, so now that Kevin just did that, and you might not get the joke, and it's fine. I'm not going to give context to it, but we are allowed to joke about the horrific deaths of our parents. But reminds me of a story that I don't know if I ever told you that Bob Saget had a sister who had a horrendous
scleroderma
condition where your skin it sort of just eats itself and it starts to peel off. And he did benefits every year. And one time we were at a hotel in New York, and at the Bowery Hotel, they have like a lasagna in like a little pot, and they give it to me, and I ordered it. And right as I took a bite, he goes, "Hey, don't eat my sister." And I...
There's a kind of joke like that where you just put your head down?
No. I had to go outside. I had to walk around. Like I had to like take a lap. We were both laughing so hard. That laugh that's just like your muscles are releasing old grief. You're like, I feel like that's like...
Bob Saget was the first person to tell me I should do stand-up comedy.
Ooh.
On the set of Raising Dad.
Whoa.
Yeah, his sitcom.
What is a dad?
Duh.
What? I'm on the edge of my seat.
I can tell you about a ghost one.
Okay. But so, okay, I love this question because I do feel like I do have thoughts that are not curated by the internet.
Well, you garden now. That's a whole thing.
I do garden hard.
Yeah. Gardening is the final boss.
It really is the final boss. It really is, honestly, collecting doll adjacent. I know that because it's about, because let me.
The tools?
So remember when I had, are there tools in dolling?
No, in gardening.
I hope you know why. They go together. I have to garden so that I can make little graves for my dolls.
Yeah,
so I can bury my dolls.
Yeah, I have to. How's this seance going to get done?
I hope it's,
Yeah.
But it's, it really is like, I mean, I'll just be doing it like obsessively. And I'm like, well, this is going to help with the butterflies. And this is going to help with, like the ecosystem. And then this is now the bees are going to the hummingbirds. And I'm like, and then I'm also just like, this is something that's going to stay alive, that I can make stay alive.
Yeah.
That won't leave me. It can't go anywhere. It's rooted here.
Yeah.
Like plants can't get in the car and leave. They can't get drunk and go away.
Remember when we got stranded in Northern California? And that was wild. And we had to drive.
No, a place called Blue Lake, California.
That you can't fly out of.
Can't fly out of.
Because of fog.
That's right. It also makes the most marijuana of any other place.
God bless.
So the fog... Is the fog from weed smoke? Unclear. It's actually unclear.
But remember, that parade was incredible.
So sick. Was it? It wasn't a boxcar.
No, it was like it was people that made their own like pedal powered floats that they then designed. There was dragons. It was the greatest stoner parade, Grateful Dead, old hippie situation. We were all like, should we move here?
Dude, when people I know in major cities are like, you got to check out this new AI thing. I'm like, have you been to a small town parade recently?
Yeah, they crush.
There is nothing sicker than a bunch of drunks building a buggy.
Yeah, the bakery guy goes hard every year.
And that they spend the entire year making some kind of soapbox or some kind of parade
It's
thing.
like a Halloween house.
Claude wouldn't even know. ChatGPT wouldn't even know.
It was so legit, but then we couldn't leave.
Correct.
Because we sat in an airport for 10 hours.
I ate 3 bags of Snyder's hot mustard.
Yeah.
I remember that, the really hard ones.
Yeah.
And
then we got a weird car.
My mouth was bleeding.
But then we drove, you, me, and Candace drove like through the California forest.
The redwoods.
And I remember just, it was that area where there are trees that are like 1,000 years old.
Right.
And like, they're like, don't touch the tree, but I went and I just laid it. I hugged it.
Your tongue isn't the touch. It's like a touch is a finger, a tongue is...
I'm sorry, like I'm not even that guy.
Yeah.
But if I can, they're massive, but hugging a 1,000-year-old tree is super cosmic, and I don't care. You can't like there is something legitimately amazing and cosmic about
and
plants.
we eventually got all the splinters out. Okay, it took months.
Let me ask you this: do you think plants are talk? Do you think plants can talk to you?
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't. This is
it's the obvious answer.
As someone that talks way too much verbally, I'm the person who's like, verbal talking is actually.
We know they can listen.
This is how you impede communication.
Yeah.
Most communication is nonverbal, and growing up, like when I went to Roanoke and lived on a farm, I was mostly out with the horses, and I remember I would just like sleep with them. I was like out with them, and I remember I'd watch them because when you're not a horse and you're a person and you see like, you're like, that's the grass. I like go eat that grass, and they'd move towards really lush, yummy grass, and then they would just move to another. They would just all the lead mare would just move to a different one, and you're like, what? Why not? I like never could understand because I learned most of their body language, but that I could never understand.
Yeah.
So grass, when it's being eaten, it changes the way that it tastes. It starts becoming really bitter, and it starts communicating with grass that is downwind, basically. So that grass will start tasting different. So you'd watch them move, and you're like, oh, there's something going on with horses in this grass, and I didn't know what it was at the time.
That's why they invented Roundup. Grass was talking too much.
Just so you guys know, I'm in a fight with Kevin's algorithm, not him. We were hanging out yesterday, and I was like, oh, you don't like give feedback to your algorithm. Like
I didn't know that was a thing.
You can, most men don't. And you,
another good name for the podcast.
You can, most men would never, because it's like you're weak or something. If you like go like, no thanks, I really don't want to see the beheading videos. Is
all
that
our
cool?
values built on suffering.
So you can passive suffering.
Yeah.
Like, you can go to the doctor.
I can handle it.
Yeah. So you go and it's like whatever the arrow, and you just press like not interested, or like, you can keep doing that. And so when I'm around someone who's like really negative and like, we're gonna die and da da da, I'm always like, do you know about the not interested button? And then 2 weeks later, they're like, did you know that raccoons and coyotes hunt together? I'm like, you're getting it now.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually, social media is the dopest as long as you give it feedback. But there's a lot of there's a lot of people that are on the talking to plants like tip that you can sort of find. It's like the internet's like, school shooters can find people to help them make their plan, but then also people that talk to their plants can find other people who are like, oh yeah, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, that these Boston vines are so misunderstood.
I mean, if my algorithm's gonna keep telling me that like there's simulations and realities, blah blah blah, then I get to pick it, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna live. I mean, you hear that? I saw a video yesterday of like a woman who she's lived off the grid in some island for 13 years, and you're like, I bet she's in an insanely good mood.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, what are you guys talking about over there? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm making yeast, and then this crop's coming in. Like, you can kind of, if you can make a living within that reality, you can just live in that reality.
There's a couple, like, this is the most like ADD type A, like workaholic thing I've said out loud. I'm in the market for a hobby that is, ideally, I don't monetize, but if it happens, it happens.
I mean, gardening's the one. Because the clothes.
Oh, so sick.
I don't know why clogs are a gardening thing, but apparently they are.
There's some things that we just accept as normal and assume it's essential in whatever hobby because we're not the experts. How would we know? But there's things that even though I'm not an expert, I still know you don't need to do that. Like scuba diving, like when they dive in backwards, I'm like, that's a prank. And no one needs to do it that way. And no one needs to do it that way. You just think it's funny to make tourists be like, bleh. Like you're not a serious person if you're diving into like an abyss of translucent, chainsaws that are just sociopathic. They're trying to like.
There's also no safe way to be in any ocean. The aliens are in there.
Correct, but just to be like what are we, like a pratfall into the ocean? Like, let's not.
When we're watching Survivor, Marcel has a specific problem with people who, when they have to jump into the ocean to swim, who hold their nose.
Oh, I do that.
Really?
Always, every time.
Just exhale. Oh, you can't exhale for any amount of time.
I can't exhale or inhale.
Yeah.
I've never been breathed before. This is me not on oxygen. The woman said to me, she was like, "You're operating with about 20% of your life force." So
breathing's a whole
I was like,
thing.
and people still think I'm on drugs.
Maybe your hobby should just be breathing.
Oh my God, it's so boring. Oh God,
it is very boring.
Did I ever tell you about when they I had to relearn how to walk and I just couldn't do it because I'm hypermobile and went and after I broke my shoulder and all this kind of stuff at the snowboarding, trying to make a man love me. It worked, and shattered my shoulder. I went and they're like, oh yeah, you just need to relearn how to walk entirely using your muscles instead of your bones, because right now it's all momentum. And so you're going to have something called a non-collision injury, which means one day you're just going to sneeze and throw your back out. And I was like, why are you trying to take my best talk show story? But okay. And so I went to like a Pilates like person who was like making me like walk on a stick and like a hula hoop. And I was like, I will pay you for this hour.
Yeah.
But I've got to leave.
You're trying to get out of traffic school. Here's $1,000. Say I was here.
I can't do this. And like, you're lovely. I'm not one of these people that needs to live forever. This whole thing where we all have to leave. I'm good.
All right. I want you to stop for a second and think about all the cars you've had in your life. Go all the way back.
Whoa.
What car do you miss the most? Like your early
Grand Jeep Cherokee, 4-door, white, like fabric seats. You would have seen that car.
Would I?
I feel like
maybe.
Yeah. Phoenix license plate. Don't know.
Where'd you get it?
I can't answer that.
Everyone has like a romanticized old car.
I just love. It was like my first like SUV. Well, yeah, it was my first like SUV, and it was a time in LA when we were running around auditioning all the time. You had to like have all your clothes in your car.
Yeah, and a sack of headshots.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was just so I felt safe in it, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think that's your favorite? Because I often think how my life would be different if I got in a Honda Element.
Really?
Yeah.
Every car I've gotten was kind of procured by like a woman in my family's like.
Yeah.
You know, it was all.
Marcella had a Jeep Cherokee.
It was a lot of like, and now we're taking it back. Now that we've found it.
The Jeep Cherokee is like it's a real romanticized car. There's like people collect them, and there's like certain years that are really sought after.
You know the Jeep Wranglers? There's this thing where they all have little rubber ducks on them.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh no, it's a whole thing where
Jeep people wave at each other.
Oh no, Jeep people, dude, they collect little rubber duckies and put them on the hoods. I don't know why. Who decides
I love
this kind of
shit like that?
I love a like.
If if they put a gnome hat on that duck,
can I tell you something?
Take my money.
We are not spending enough time. We're talking about how divided we are as a nation. There's people that have Jeeps that get ducks just to be like, duck, Jeep.
We're desperate.
We are so connected. We get along so well. It's actually shocking the fact that every time we go outside, there's not a mini war just like at the dry cleaners. Like we get along in a way that's actually weird.
No, people in general get along great. You know, Big Boy from Outkast is super into Pokemon Go. The game. Like he would make his I guess he would make his tour stops like Pokemon spots. So if you went to his show, you could get a Pikachu and stuff.
Remember when Shaq would go to a mall and just tell everyone where he was, and people would just like try to find him?
And then he would become sheriff of the town.
No one cares about good news, so we don't. News should just be like, there was a sale at Abercrombie and Fitch today, and no one died.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah.
Like the fact that someone walks by and we're all like, I'm sorry. At the airport, for the most part, everyone's like, oh, you're running late?
Yeah.
When we land a plane now, usually there's someone that has to make their connection. We're all like, we hope you make it.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually cool to each other.
Yeah.
You know, America's more divided than ever. I'm like, well, there was something called the Civil War. I feel like we were pretty divided back then, but okay.
Yeah, we got separate uniforms then.
Yeah, we used to just used to fight each other with muskets, like in fields
20,000
over like
men
what
died.
are we even mad about? Oh, right.
Battle of Shiloh, 20,000 men in 8 minutes.
Then I went to college. I don't think I didn't have a car when I was in Philly. Came to LA. I rented a Daewoo.
Yeah, the Daewoo.
Which is I think they make cassette players. And then for a while they made like a cart.
I love companies that are in 2 minutes. Like Suzuki made
so great
dirt bikes, cars, stereo equipment, tires,
amazing,
tennis rackets.
Amazing.
You're just like, yo, we have a factory. Let's party.
Like this thing kind of looks like a tennis racket. Should we just
Yamaha stereos, tennis
sick.
rackets,
motorcycles,
motorcycles.
Yeah, motorcycles.
They're just like, dude, we have a lot of rubber. What can we do?
Dude, I'm wearing pants that are Lee collab with Crayola.
Yeah.
Like I love like a random, like, you know, there's just someone who's like, my wife got into tennis and I get, you know,
Yeah.
Like, there's some kind of
Dunlop tires, also
she
tennis
really
racket.
the tennis instructor's a little.
There must be there's a real pipeline between tires and tennis rackets. I wonder why. Because
wonder
graphite.
why.
Do they put graphite in tires?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the lining.
Yeah, like it's also when they find out you can make something else easily. So it was someone like petroleum. They realized like that this jelly came off it, and they're like, oh, we make Vaseline now too for babies.
Yeah.
We make petroleum and baby moisture.
Have you ever asked yourself, because you're obviously familiar with baby shampoo, doesn't burn the eyes. Once they discovered that, why didn't they just do that to all shampoo? There's like, no, leave it.
This is America. Because because the amount of filth. I'm not a big germ guy either.
No, you're not.
I am with a skateboarder who rolls around downtown in the street in jeans he hasn't washed in years, and then I let him sit on my bed. Are there 4 blankets in between to where the sheets actually are? Yes, there are. But I spray his shoes with Lysol when he's not looking. Like, I don't make him take off his shoes. Like, I'm actually pretty cool with germs, but the level of filth that we have, I mean, we have alive bugs in our eyelashes. Like, what is going on is so...
The amount of dirt in my eyebrows is insane.
That's why it's like natural stuff isn't going to cut it. And
that was the one thing I liked about COVID is it got rid of all the natural soaps because we were so terrified. It was like, I'm cleaning this with gas.
I actually think that that Dr. Bronner's one, that burns almost worse than any of them.
Yeah, I went through a Dr. Bronner's phase after I watched the documentary. Don't let it near your butthole. Let me tell you that right now, dog.
We're in a crisis of filth. When I found out that men don't wash their jeans, I don't care if it's Japanese denim. I don't care. I don't care that if you want to put them in the freezer.
Do you want me to fix this? I'll fix it right now.
I want you to call Japan and tell them to cut it out.
The difference is this. Men, by and large, wear full-blooded underwear. A. B. Our jeans get nary close to our butthole in comparison. Also, and I don't mean to be gross, but on a level of daily secretion, we do not struggle with the same things you struggle with.
Okay.
You guys have had your denim shoved into your cracks for decades, and that is the reason.
I needed to hear this.
My denim hasn't touched my butthole ever.
Can I tell you?
I'm wearing thick cotton Hanes men's boxer briefs, which is a panty shield between me and the denim of my butt. I also, if you're into Japanese denim, you're not active.
You know what the craziest
You're not
thing,
athletic.
The craziest thing about this is I've never thought about the inside of jeans.
Thongs.
I've never
You're all walking around in thongs, which aren't underwear.
I've never even thought about the inside. I've only thought about the outside. You're sitting on the subway. You're sitting on a curb. I've only thought about the outside of jeans.
Y'all turn slingshots into clothes, and you wonder why some of your butt extra is getting on your pants.
Yeah, well, I mean, gave birth not even 2.5 years ago, and I go to Sky Zone and jump on the trampoline. So we're washing our jeans in between jumps.
That's what there is a distance between, there's a speed bump
I
of
didn't
air.
even think, I'm not even concerned about the butthole. I'm concerned about the outside of the jeans.
Is the Japanese denim thing ridiculous? It is. Did I buy into it for over a decade? I did. Did I spend my net worth in jeans that hurt? Yes.
But can't you wash them and hang dry them?
Yeah, you can. And to be honest, most guys do. It's a thing you do when you start wearing them because you want them to get broken in super fast. And then as you get old, you go, what am I doing?
Let's do red flags that you won't find on. This is like our offline episode. I like this.
Right.
We'll do episodes with Kevin that are like offline. Things you can't find online, okay?
You'll just have to download a fax.
We're a person library, okay?
Oh.
How about this? You open his freezer and it's full of jeans.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
I'd rather see a head.
Get out of there.
Also, that doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what guys will go like, no, I'm not going to wash my jeans. See, I told you about when I knew I was in love with Chris and respected him is when I did an impression of him. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's when I knew. Because every guy I've ever dated, I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, when I do Marcel's voice on stage, it's me. It's my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a dumb voice.
When I do Chris, I'm like, and then he was like, what should we do later? And I was like, oh, I love him. I'm not like making him like,
you wash your jeans. But it's just...
It just tells me your priority in a way that is like, oh, you also cheat. Just wash it.
Well, you're also trying to trick us into thinking that you work with a drill and you don't.
Yeah. Also, there's certain things like that. I think we're the type of people that push back against all conformity. But there's some things that everyone does because it's good.
Yeah.
Not everything is.
And I mean, I'm literally talking
Idiots.
about myself and many of my friends, but we buy all this workwear to look aged while we go to our jobs as like creative directors. Like
always.
it's not, it is, we are wearing, it is a pose. Like it is, we're wearing a costume. It's a bit of a kit. We just want
It's
to,
a costume.
we want to look like useful men.
But God, it's like the Dickies with 15 pockets for hammers.
Well, I have a very specific, I don't have a problem with it, I don't care. But like I went into the Louis Vuitton store on Rodeo the other day and they have like splattered paint, like paint splattered workwear, like you're an artist. And I'm like, hey, buddy. It's like when I first was a commercial.
Just make it blood and be like, men kill people.
Yeah, when I was first a commercial actor, a lot of guys started showing up with glasses weren't prescription. And I was like, hey, asshole, get out of my genre. Like I'm stuck with this.
It's like also you're the person that bullied a kid in high school calling him Four Eyes.
Yeah. Literally, you bullied me, and now you want to come and take some of my residuals.
It's a prop.
Yeah, it's a prop.
It also is funny, though, that the idea that glasses, like, smarty pants. It's like, no, I have bad genetics.
Yeah, my both sides of my family don't throw us a ball.
I don't.
Begging
I'm
you.
not using this to read books.
Yeah.
I'm using this to find a guy I'm cheating with's address.
The fact that my father survived Vietnam with this eyesight is insane.
Yeah, like this doesn't make me smart.
Yeah.
There's this. It's also. I remember when I first was like, and you knew me well, like was a boss. Like I first had employees.
Yeah.
And that's when I learned the impact when people say like men watch too much porn. Like I'm sure, fine, but no one talks about the impact it makes when you're just a woman in the workforce trying to show up at your job looking professional. Cause I was like, I'm a boss now. I need to like show up. And I would like, I'd wear my glasses, and I would like put my hair in a bun and like wear a blazer and everyone would be like, ooh, librarian. I was like,
the problem with porn is it has made every sort of outfit a genre.
I show up, I'm like, guys, want a pizza? They're like, pizza delivery.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
guys, can I just...
Plumbers aren't sexy, but in porn they are.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. Like,
but also Dickies are just cheap. That's why, like, the reason punks, skaters, everyone wear Dickies are less expensive. So when you fuck them up,
someone who a messy car, I get it.
When I was young, I had a car that was so full of trash. I got pulled over by a cop, and he goes, "Please don't just tell me there's no drugs in here because I don't want to search this pile of garbage."
But that's how I used to not get tickets or know I wasn't going to get broken into. I would put my hair extensions on the dashboard. Because like if you don't, you're just going, like it just.
There was an SNL sketch like that where I had like a car cover that just looked like a trashy car, or no, it was just the car looked trashy, but on the inside it was beautiful.
Right.
Neil Brennan back in the day, that Chevy Volt, was insane. I got in it once for the first time. He goes, "Can't believe it, right?" I was like,
messy?
"Yeah, knowing." Oh,
wow,
messier than Bobby Lee's.
But what is this? Because I know, like when women have a lot of stuff in their purse mentally, it's kind of one thing.
Well, Neil doesn't care about stuff.
Yeah.
He's not a stuff
guy.
guy.
I'll see people that just like have like a bag of fast food trash that's been there for weeks, like just in their car.
I'm not like, that's why I never have a nice car. I know I don't care. I'm not a car guy. So I know I don't care about cars. So why would I waste money? I had a nice car once and I lived in fear of it.
I got it. Congratulations on not having ADD. To ignore something.
A shower turned around.
To ignore something actually takes more energy than to just handle it.
I will say, even as a child, I recognized when things didn't matter. Like I knew Little League was bullshit. Like when I was in Little League.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm clearly.
Well, no, it's a very big deal for pedophiles. So how dare you?
And red-faced bald men that want to scream at a ref for no reason.
Yeah. Some people need to scream at kids. It's like.
When I see, I don't even want to. Anyways, but I knew, I remember being 11 and we lost like an important game and kids were crying. I was like, why do you care? And I was on the team and tried hard, but I was just like, there's no money here. None of us are going to become professional baseball players.
Totally.
Although Jim Parquet on my team became a professional baseball player.
I was like I thought everything was such a like talent show and tell. I was like, I'm going to win. Like I'm practicing for being on Oprah.
I didn't care.
I was like, this is.
But you're like, you got, I never got good grades. Like I barely.
If you hear story or like watch TV as much as I did as a kid, and you see stories, not this one, but whatever iteration of like Courtney Cox was just at a Bruce Springsteen concert and he called her on stage. Like I lived like walking around grocery stores, like someone's gonna just see me and be like, yeah.
I'm going to talk to you briefly about bangs and hairstyles in general.
This won't be brief. This won't
Courtney
be brief.
Cox. That video changed the way that was like a benchmark of like, oh, that's the prettiest girl I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like her in that video is unbelievable.
But she's also so effervescent and like during that time, women were tie-tie, low blood sugar.
Yeah.
Too like not vivacious and fun. It was very like zombie chic. I thought you had to be like pale and sad. And then she just looked so like healthy and happy. And I was like,
that was like the most girl next door thing I'd ever seen.
Do men like happy women?
Bruce Springsteen's videos, that and the one where he's just pitching he nailed it. No one looked better in just jeans. Also, she got on stage during a concert. That was basically an acting job.
Yeah.
To dance on cue in front of 50,000
people. Was that
people.
Her first thing?
I don't know. No, she kind of worked a lot.
Oh.
But I think she was like pretty successful.
Yeah.
She was in the show called Misfits of Science. That was like a one season show. She was great. I,
from a very early age, knew like you have to get, because my dad would, the only thing that got attention in the house was like the TV, comedies, usually SNL, Dan Aykroyd, Three Amigos.
What sitcoms did you watch the most?
To this day, my favorite show is Martin. The Cosby Show. I will defend the Cosby Show all day long. He didn't write it. There's plenty of other people on it.
Tough.
Was it weird?
Yeah.
I always thought it was weird that Cliff Huxtable was a gynecologist who worked out of his basement. I always thought it was weird that he walked up the stairs taking gloves off.
There's no way you could get a license in New York to do that. There's no way.
Wait, what?
There's no way.
He would take gloves off as he was walking up the stairs to his home.
Did you watch Living Single?
Of course.
Oh.
I did love Living Single. I also definitely Golden Girls.
Yeah.
I was in the mix on a lot. Did you know that Golden Girls, that Blanche in the Golden Girls was the same age as Angelina Jolie now?
Yeah.
And she was in a retirement facility?
The joke writing on the Golden Girls is,
unbelievable.
Three's Company is like perfect.
Oh, yep.
It was on 4 times a day when I was a kid.
Yeah, Three's Company was a big one in my house, and Married with Children.
John Ritter was the first human I ever saw being funny.
Imagine trying to pitch that show. Pitch me the show.
So there's this guy.
Okay.
He can't get a decent apartment, so he pretends to be a homosexual so he can live with 2 women in Santa Monica.
I'm sorry, how do you pretend to be a homo? Like
it's mostly eyelash work. He blinks in a specific way. And it's mostly Mr. Roper doing this thing with his hand. That was the big thing. He would go like this. That meant, dude, Norman fell. And then Don Knotts. The Ropers?
Dude.
They ruined. They made them do a spinoff, and he begged him. He said, please don't do this.
You know why Three's Company was a very big deal to me.
It was amazing.
But it's harder to watch as a woman because you're like, am I the Chrissy or the Janet? And I'm a Janet, and that's honestly fine. We need Janets.
What about the Cindy?
Everyone needs Janet. Cindy was, no, I'm not going to.
Also, not a bra in an episode. Not a single
not
bra.
Not a single bra
on entire show. Not a bra in sight.
Tissue thin tank tops.
More bras on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and by the way, it gets cold in LA. Like we
Santa
wear
Monica's chilly.
Yeah,
there's an ocean breeze. They lived right on the beach. You could see it when they walked to the Regal Beagle.
Those aren't shorts.
How dare you?
Those are panties at best.
John Ritter was a genius.
The level of camel toe when these women were going to work.
This is the dancing, though. I mean, that show was perfect.
It's just like, look,
you watch Too Close for Comfort?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I definitely watched Who's the Boss.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a big Who's the Boss guy.
My first celebrity crush, Alyssa Milano.
And
My Two Dads?
No, I didn't have one. I'm not
Growing Pains?
No.
Really? I guess because you're younger than me.
Yeah, I didn't really. I remember when I got home from school, it was Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Full House.
Full House was amazing.
Saved by the Bell, Full House.
Full House was an amazing show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was the one? Because that was part
Fresh
of a.
Prince. I definitely watched Fresh Prince.
Yeah, I watched Fresh Prince of Bel Air every episode. Yeah,
So
why don't
good.
you want me, man?
So good. But I don't like that. Didn't have an indelible. There was one called Step
by Step.
Yep.
That was part of, I think, the Friday night ABC
Clog.
lineup. Full House was in Step by, because Suzanne Summers.
Saved by the Bell was a big deal for me.
It was. I mean, that was a massive show.
I was big because, like, Lisa Turtle was just like crucial for me because I mean maybe it's just like a girl thing where you look at a group of friends, you're like, which one am I?
Which one am I? Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, Lisa like pops in and out. She's not at all the things.
Yeah.
Like, and they still like her because I lived in a place where I couldn't like get to the fun parties. Like I was like lived far away from everything all the time, and I didn't have anyone to give me rides. So I was like, can you still have a friend group and only come to like 20% of the hangs? So I'm like, Lisa, like she pops in, she pops out, like don't want to wear out my welcome. I'm good in small doses. Like
that's interesting. Who were you on Full House? Which one were you? DJ?
Dude, wait, who was that? Oh, on Full House?
Yeah, which character are you in each
I was
show?
the off-camera twin. I was
the less reliable Olsen.
I know. I like to think that I was the one that they both ate in the womb.
John Stamos was at the Comedy Store recently, and it was just like, you still are so insanely handsome.
You know that he's a drummer for the Beach Boys also.
No, I knew that, but I thought it was kind of like stunt, like he's famous.
Yeah.
He can absolutely shred.
There's things that it cannot be overstated, the impact of Tori Amos and Alanis Morissette on me. And finding out that
Alanis Morissette is a punk icon.
That David Coulier was like broke her heart, ruined Full House for me.
Tough day.
And that's not fair. I say it as I say it, I know it's not fair.
Yeah.
I know it's not fair.
Yeah.
But I guess I can also say thank you for breaking her heart because that made this great gift. I don't know.
I wonder if
I'll watch The Cosby Show with no guilt before I'll watch Full House, knowing Dave Coulier gets $1.
He's fighting cancer right now.
Karma?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Pat, mark that.
Married with Children and Roseanne
Yeah.
were what I watched because they bickered.
Yeah.
And my family fought like dogs.
Yeah.
And so I kind of was like, oh yeah, this is like normal, like families that were just got along.
I felt super connected to Bud Bundy for sure.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, but also just the way
he had a skateboard, then he got into rap.
The way that Al Bundy just hated his wife, like watching it now, it is so brutal, but it wasn't like sexist to me. Like
also, he worked at a shoe store, supported an entire family, and owned a home.
And by the way, every woman that came in, he was just like disgusted by women. Like it was so funny. It's like the same way, like the relationship between Martin and Pam and Martin.
Yeah.
He would call her a dog. I mean, he would.
Martin was crazy.
Dude.
That show was perfect. That show was so good.
Watching Martin, I mean, look, I can walk you through every season because, you know, and now that I know sort of like all the history behind it, like there's a season where he was, you know, he admits like using, and they would only do one take.
Yeah.
So he was like out of frame half the shots, but they'd only do one take. So they would just move on. There's a scene there was a scene where they're playing pool and you just see his pool stick and he like pops in, but like they didn't reshoot the scene so that he's actually on camera. One of my favorite things to do with Martin is just watch it, only watching the other actors try not to laugh at him.
Yeah.
They're always doing this. They're always like here.
Yeah.
They're always like trying to hide their face because he's being so funny.
Yeah.
Like imagine trying to keep a straight face with him. It's one of my favorite things. And then him and obviously, you know, Gina on the show, they couldn't be on set at the same time. So by season 2, Gina's like got this job and they never see each other and they're never in scenes together.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with how they made it work anyway. And then there's all these little like self-reflective things where like he jumps out the window and then everyone in the crew jumps out the window. Like it was a bonker show.
Yeah. That show. I mean, if that show had been 10 years later, it would have been even bigger and everyone would have got paid 10 times as much.
You know what else is weird? One time you came and you did an episode of the sitcom. You did 2 episodes of the sitcom. I did. And you were like, you're doing so much.
Oh yeah. That's when I realized I didn't want my own television show because I was like, if this is what it is,
Glad I could be of
I
service.
did steal my carabiner keychain thing from set, and I still have it.
I think that because my understanding or my true north was Martin, and he was playing 4 parts.
Yeah.
And
Well, I just remember someone came up to you and was like, what color do we paint the wall? And I was like, that's her job too. This sucks. Like literally, I was like, that sucks. And this is what I remember. We were standing there. We were standing there about to do a scene, and you were so tired. You went like this. You went, okay. Okay, Jesus. All right. Waiting. They're waiting. They're like, sound speed. And you're like, okay. All right. Come on. All right. Like you were literally trying to just wake up enough at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday to just go out and be like, guys, I don't think we have the right amount of cake for the party. And I was like, that's too much tired. That's way too much tired. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's getting paid a lot of money, but I don't know if it's worth all that. It's like she's about to have a stroke.
I never tell
you
you
were like, okay. Like you had to fight a bull.
Did I ever tell you about that when I went to like some like one of the events for the show, like a rap party or something, and I pride myself on knowing everybody's name. And there was a guy there that I didn't know. I was like, "Oh, hi! Oh my God, have we not met? Oh my God, I'm Whitney." Like, and he goes, "Oh yeah, we've never met. I take the bags out under your eyes in post. I fix your face in post." I was like, "What?
Yeah,
we have that?" And he's like,
"My kid goes to private school now."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, so I'm I'm animated."
Yeah.
Like I'm a cartoon in the show. Because I was like, I guess I have such bad body dysmorphia. Like I think I look so tired. And then to the show, I'm like, I look like I'm pretty good.
I met a guy who had to correct my scar for like multiple episodes. And I was like, how much does that cost? He goes, a lot.
And I'm like, well, this is why people think my acting isn't good. Can you leave in my bags, please? Like I'd rather that than have there's one where my boyfriend proposes to me and it's just like a cloud and then just a tear starts by my mouth. I'm like, we have to leave some of this in, guys. Am I this horrifying in person? Like people like Skeletor is popular.
I literally, He-Man comes out this week.
I know.
I want to go.
The original pronoun.
They put Castle Grayskull all over Man's Chinese. It looks amazing.
I'm dating Chris Cobra Cole. You don't think that's all over my inbox?
Think of what this means to Mike Black.
Oh.
He has Castle Grayskull. He sent me pics. Apparently that movie's not good.
The what? The movie's not Who cares?
But who's it for? Like literally, I'm almost 50.
What kind of loser goes to a movie and needs it to be good?
Well, it costs $80.
Get out of here.
It's like going to Dodger Stadium.
$80 to see a movie?
If by the time you buy tickets and then food,
that's true.
You have spent close to $100.
I'm sorry, you're buying food at the place?
Yeah, it's an experience.
No, I put a.
Also, I will say this: AMC has stepped up their commemorative cup game to a level that is worth the money.
I will put a Fig Newton inside me before I'm gonna go buy a Mike and Ike.
When the last Alien came out, the popcorn bucket had an alien monster on it. I couldn't have bought it faster.
There's a couple things I'm done with. Sleeping 8 hours, quit it. No one's sleeping 8 hours. No one this whole thing where we need to start shaming people for not. No one can sleep 8 hours. If you are, you need to go to a doctor. If you can sleep 8 hours, you have clinical depression. Who has time for that? No. And we're not thinking movies have to be good. Okay?
Jesus.
Can everyone, am I wrong if all those things were taken off your plate, your life would be like half as hard?
I want movies to be good.
They can be fine. Name 5 good movies that have ever happened.
Jurassic Park, Schindler's List. We're just still in Spielberg. Catch Me If You Can.
Okay.
That Thing You Do, Tom Hanks.
That's 10 movies. Good movie. If you get one good movie a year.
All the President's Men.
That's.
The Godfather.
But I'm saying that's still, given the 50 years it spans, that's 0 movies.
I will say there's enough good movies right now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen most of them.
That's good enough. All of them being good? You got to have a couple sketchers out there. Sometimes there's a Katy Perry of movies. Like most movies are Katy Perry and sketchers. I think I get so defensive because if we expect every movie to be good, then I go, well, then now my comedy has to be for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not for everyone. And I know that. So if you come, it's not like it's not for you.
Also, if all movies are good, you'd get rid of the stoner category.
It's like all people being your soulmate. It'd be very overwhelming.
It is. Have you seen my body?
Like, I don't want everything to be great. I'm done with needing everything to be good.
It must be, if you think about being like Liam Hemsworth, it must be quite the burden that you're that hot, where you're like, every woman's like, no, I would, dude. That's too much.
I'm happy for everyone. I just think that we need to just get down with mediocrity because that's punk, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Not everything can be supreme. Not everything can be, you know.
Well, punk inherently is pretty simple.
Yeah.
3 chords.
Yeah. Like, why can't you just cheer on someone that did something impossible that is fine?
You know what you're kind of talking about. Small town parades.
But it's, by the way, that is by definition.
Yeah.
Irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Priceless.
Yeah.
And impossible to duplicate.
It's like a wonky handmade gift someone made for you.
I think we just need to approach our movies as like we're cheering someone on in their dream. Let's just be glad that it was made by people.
You and I know making a movie that's okay is almost impossible. Making a good movie, as far as I'm concerned, you are a wizard.
Oh, you know, because also I would like at the end of every movie now to see no humans were harmed in the making of this movie.
Yeah.
So the better a movie, I feel like the more everyone was screamed at. I'm like, this movie's really good. Is everyone okay?
Yeah. You're like, there was yelling on
to
this
get
set.
everyone on the same page to execute a perfect vision means a lot of people got screamed at.
That tracking shot was so long, someone was crying at the end.
Yeah. Like, how many divorces happened during this production?
Oh, many.
You know, that's what bothers when something is too good. I'm like, this means that a lot of people drove home half asleep.
They shot on location in France. People got divorced.
How many transpo guys drove off the road?
That's how good Lost was. All those DUIs in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's my issue.
They're driving home at night.
Don't like it. I'd rather it be a little less good and everyone be fine. It's like, it's like I don't eat coconuts because I found out that they're training monkeys to get them. I'm like, they're not good enough.
I'll take Police Academy 3 in an 8-hour day.
That's it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need a movie to be that good, that badly, to where kids have to act.
Yeah, you know, I agree.
I'm good. I'd rather know a kid is having a childhood than see the movie where it's the end of the world and the kid gets sucked in the volcano. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm with you on the kid thing.
I don't get it. I would rather not see a movie at all, you know, and continue digging into my cuticles till they bleed because I'm so bored, than watch a kid have emotions or get fake kidnapped, knowing full well a year before that they were even younger at an audition with a bunch of adults in a room and had to cry on cue.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
And someone put lip gloss on him in the car.
It's rough, dude.
I'm good. That's where I'm so pro AI. I'm like, CGI the kids. Do you know that, like, you can't put a dog in a movie without someone standing there the whole time to make sure they're okay?
Yeah.
Kids,
dude. The kid thing is rough.
Just CGI them.
Yeah. I can't imagine talking to someone even under 30.
It's like high school, shows about high school.
Yeah.
There should just be like if you're not in high school, you just can't watch this.
No,
like you have to be.
I can't watch shows about college. I'm just like, I don't.
But if you want to, there's something, it's weird.
I'll mainline on Golden Pond.
I don't care. Like, I don't care that the guy didn't text her back for prom.
It's the way you outgrow music. Like the like emo punk that made you sad when you were 18. You listen to it as an adult and you go, just go talk to another girl, man. Like, what's the problem?
Don't do this because I will start talking about Shirley Temple and at this point, it can't be my number 1 Google search. 2 or 3 maybe. Kevin Christy, thank you for coming in.
Please.
What do we call this? This should be a series. Like what?
Vibe check.
Vibe check. Is Whitney okay?
But the type has to look really dumb.
My closest friends, like there's 3 or 4 people in my life who, like, a lot of their text correspondence is people just asking them if I'm okay.
Me and Dan Levy.
Yes, that's right.
Have you seen Whitney lately? Yeah, she seems fine. I was with her yesterday.
Yeah. Dan will be like, things are going well. Like, no one's asking me if you're okay.
Well, he told me when he was writing on your show, his entire phone was just him checking on you and whoever you were dating checking on you through him. It was constant. No, she seems fine. I saw her yesterday. I think it's going to be okay. So, I mean, I don't think I save a Dan Levy text, but like that's what most of it is.
The worst part of Dan though is that I can tell the truth to him. He can't handle it. So even when I wasn't okay, I couldn't tell him. So I would lie, but I can't lie. It's like I'm so bad at it. So he'd be like, "What's going on? Like, where are you headed?" It's like 8 p.m. on like a Thursday when I was like headed out to like make a terrible like self-destructive decision with like a family member.
I'm not climbing a fence?
What's that? Yeah. No, I'd be like, yeah, I'm like gonna head to the gym. And he'd just be like, why are you lying? I was like, because you can't handle the truth. Like I'm Jack Nicholson. Like I was just like, I can't tell you.
Well, he would just go tell his wife and then she'd figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, ride elephants.
The hologram ones. This is how close Kevin and I are, and a part of why I love him so much. Yesterday, he's like, there's like hologram elephants now.
Yeah, I watched a video on it. They look amazing.
And by the way, and then we'll end on me.
You can put Tupac on it.
Oh, hilarious. On me. Have you seen I think this is where AI, I'm all for it. They turn kids' paintings or any paintings into videos. I want to start doing it with your paintings. So that's like a kid's painting.
I mean, I have always wanted to sue you, so go ahead. AI is a great tool if you're lazy and untalented.
Why can't we animate your paintings with ChatGPT or whoever does it?
Because no. Sorry.
Why not?
I'm not going to put batteries in the thing that's going to eliminate me.
Yeah, but it would...
Nope.
But it has to like...
How fucking dare you?
Okay, fine. Don't write elephants,
Do you know
but animate Kevin's paintings.
Do you know the shape of my spine? There's a reason it's that shape.
But it wouldn't be to like... It would just be to like...
Nope.
Fine, lawyer up.